The playoffs are underway in the Asean Basketball League as Mono Vampire Basketball Club taking on the Singapore Slingers in Game 1. The Mono Vampire would have the early lead as they went to their outside shooting and of course, the strength of Samuel De Guara in the paint. Mono Vampire continue to keep it going as Chitchay Ananti knocking it down from beyond the arc. 3-point shots were falling, but Singapore Slingers would continue to stay within striking distance by attacking in the paint. They would take a 1-point lead after 1 quarter of play, 24-23 on the road. They would keep things going in the second quarter as Christian Charles just beasting despite the presence of De Guara. But De Guara saying, anything you can do, I can do better. And check out the unselfish pass from Paul Zamar finding De Guara inside for the stuff. Mono Vampire would take the lead momentarily, but AJ Mandani would respond with a push shot in the paint. Another close match between these two squads would lead to a leak out from Xavier Alexander, who smashes it home for the visiting Slingers. And after one half, we would have a 4-point lead for the visiting squad. The Lion City would continue to roar as AJ Mandani finding the range from beyond the arc as the Slingers would take a 7-point lead. And check out Chris Charles climbing the ladder and getting that stuff over De Guara. But De Guara would counter right away as Mono Vampire refused to give up in this match. Jason Brickman, we know him as a passer, but he was slashing into the paint as Mono Vampire would gather themselves and take a 1-point lead entering the 4th quarter. Mike Singletary once again taking control for Mono Vampire. A lead pass would find its way to Darongpan Apirong Vilay Chai. Mono Vampire would reclaim the lead. Check out this clutch triple from Paul Zamar, the bucket and the basket. As Mono Vampire continue to get closer and closer with 3 minutes remaining. Paul Zamar unconscious as he hits that 3, giving Mono Vampire a 2-point lead. Chris Charles, though, would not get that first serving, but he would get the second to tie the game. With 14 seconds remaining and a 3-point lead for Mono Vampire, Alexander would respond, sending Paul Zamar to the free throw line. He would can the first, giving his team a 2-point lead. Would take care of the second, extending it to 3. And a quick decision here by Mono Vampire. They would foul Mitchell Folkoff before he could get it to Chris Charles, thereby preventing Charles from tying the game. What a huge break for Mono Vampire. And the final shot from AJ Mandani was straight and through, just a little bit short. And Mono Vampire Basketball Club, they take Game 1 of their quarterfinal series over the Singapore Slingers as the series shifts to the Lion City.